We're now headed to Owari, one of the most remote areas in all of Papua New Guinea, and the only way that you can get there is by a charter flight.
This is Living Local, Traveling Global with Kelley Ferro, featuring United States Tour Operators Association member Swain Destinations in Papua New Guinea.
We're off to Owari, let's go!
Pretty much the only way to get down to the lowlands is by plane, and United States Tour Operators Association member Swain Destinations arranged for all of the transportation on our journey, including the private charter. It is such a treat to fly in a private charter, and it's even more exciting to sit right in the cockpit. I could admire the mountainous landscape of Papua New Guinea and just see how untouched this country is. Touchdown in the Sepik, and we were ready to start this portion of our adventure along the Owari River.
Thank you! So here in the Owari, there are no roads. That's why you have to take a private charter in, and when you get here, the road is actually the river. You see all the villages and you explore right by this very river.
Riverboats are the only way to get around, and they were certainly my kind of getting around. The pace, the scenery, the sunshine, this is where all the action happens right here on the river. And when we were cruising in the riverboat, I felt like we were a part of the Sepik life too.
I would take a boat over a car any day. You're out here in nature, seeing the villages and seeing the locals. They're all coming to you.
We were brought to the Owari Lodge, the only place to stay in the area. Rustic and open air, it's true to the region and made with local wood in the model of a traditional spirit house. However, we were still treated like royalty. Each day spent in the Sepik was about discovery. We took the riverboat to different villages and met with the locals there, understanding how they live and what was important to them.
It's important when travelers come here because the local villages preserve the culture to keep it alive. When visitors come, they continue to keep the tradition going.
We're here in the Owari region where the rivers split at the village of UMS. This is a 350-person village, and we're here to learn a little bit more about their daily life from the locals themselves. And we get to witness how they make these beautiful baskets and mats all woven out of reeds that they hand collect themselves. And it takes a long time for them to make each basket because they weave them intricately by hand. It looks pretty difficult, but they're giving us a little demonstration right now. So can you teach me? Yeah. Okay. This is really complicated. So she's showing me how to make a basket, and they make these out of reeds that they gather here by the river. And she's like plaiting this. She's trying to teach me, and I'm not, it's very hard. But they're so tightly woven together that they can hold a lot. They're really strong. Wait, sorry. There's so many things I'm trying. Okay.
USTOA member Swain Destinations had arranged for our guide Chris to be with us at all times. He spoke English, answered all of our questions, and I learned so much from him, especially about his own village and family.
We just took the boat up to the village of our guides. So we're actually in the village where he grew up, and behind me is the spirit house where he actually was initiated as a little boy. It really makes it all very real when you're on tour.
It's important to travelers to come in here to know our traditions. Tradition in the entire region in here. It's important for economy as well. We want more people to come. We want more people to come and visit us.
I'm standing in a traditional men's house in the Sepik region, and this house was built to conduct initiations, pass on ceremonies, and traditions only for men. And what makes these houses stand out is that they're decorated with all the different paintings that showcase some of the stories and legends that are told within these walls.
The local wildlife in the Sepik is dominated by birds, fish, and crocodiles. We spotted some birds from the river and a few right near our lodge. This hornbill was a pet of the manager's, and he often was hanging around looking for bananas.
They if you like bird watching, you can't get much closer than this.